got your hands that take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? Every day is a new day.
Hey everybody, we're at our second stop. We are in St. Martinville, Louisiana, and we found this place called Catfish Heaven. Is it Catfish Heaven or Catfish Hell? They have some really nice sights here. Kind of a cool area. Common gathering room. And there are spaces that back right up to this. Full hookups. Now I'm going to tell you about half of these campsites are elevated, which is good. The other half are at ground level. There was some pretty good rains that came through here the first 2 days we were here. No, go figure. And half of these sites were underwater. So if you do stay here, make sure you ask for a raised campsite pad. The concrete is about 4 to 6 inches above ground level, so if it does have a tendency to rain and flood, you're going to have your stuff up out of the water. Here we are in another area of the park. You can see they have a swimming pool. That is not a hot tub, it's just an elevated pool, I guess. And it's all fenced in. They also have an area here for the kids. It looks like an outdoor water spray park. So I guess it gets kind of hot here sometimes. Ken's been down here a couple of times trying to fish, and when we pulled in, they told us, you know, there was a flood that came through here and it washed out all the ponds, and there were no fish restocked in them. So unfortunately we came at a really bad time, and this is the first time I've been down here since we got here last week. I was kind of bummed out about our campsite. Our camper was probably in about 2 inches to 3 inches of water for the better part of the week that we've been here. So, you know, I already kind of had a bad taste in my mouth and thought, ugh, what a crappy place. And I wasn't real happy, and I didn't get out and venture and walk around and see the rest of the park, because I thought it was just, you know, it's going to be as bad as what we were sitting in. And I'm really surprised. I'm shocked, actually. There's some beautiful things here, and this is a very well thought out, a very well laid out park. I just wish, you know, all of the campsites were, all of your camper sites were a little more elevated so that the water didn't sit. Like I said, about half of those, you know, when it rains, they're sitting underwater. And they've had so much here in Louisiana lately that the ground is so saturated, it takes a few days to dry out. So I haven't really been able to walk Lola or get her out and do a whole lot. But yeah, I wish I would have come down here and checked out all this stuff a few days ago. It's really peaceful here. Another good thing I noticed about this park, and to some people it may be a good thing, others it may not be so good, is they don't have a 10-year limit restriction on this park. There are older units here, and there's brand new units here, so they're not trailer park snobs in the sense of the word, that they don't allow anyone in under 10 years or earlier. And there's dogs, and people do have their pets. It's a pet-friendly park, Good Sam's and Passport America. So, you know, when I first pulled in here, we were told that it'd been below freezing a couple of days and the park had lost water, and so we may or may not had water at our site. It's dried out here. I've got out and walked around, looked around, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Let me just say, between there not being any fish in the Catfish Heaven pond, the propane on site was great if I could have used it. However, you know, understandable, the guy was sick, really sick. The flu's killing everybody. So that was another no, not having fun. And of course the flooding on the campsites. Some of them are below, I guess, grade, and they hold water for a few days. But other than that, you know, I'm pleasantly surprised. I was coming in here going to give this place 2.5. I was not happy. But after walking around and seeing, you know, the care, the thought that they put into this place, the amenities when it's up and running, I guess it's off season if Louisiana has an off season. But this could be a fantastic place to bring your family and stop for a night or stop for a week or stay for a month. You know, really does have some great amenities, well laid out, well thought out. So Catfish Heaven Aqua Farms and RV Park, I give it 2.5 when I started, and I'm going to give it a 4, maybe a 4.5 for peak, or if everything is running as planned. So yeah, I would say stay here. It's worth it. They gave us a good deal here, like I said, Passport America and Good Sam's. So yeah, I guess I would recommend this park. Surprisingly, I would recommend this park. The reason we chose the Lafayette area was because it was halfway between where we were coming from and where we wanted to wind up. And we figured we'd stop and stay a week and explore. We went to Lake Martin, and that's just about 1.5 miles up the road. They've got a bird sanctuary, nature trails, but it's swamp. It's swampland. So if you want to get out and do a little hiking, I saw joggers and fishermen and kayakers on the lake. There was kayak rentals, and there's a swamp boat tour that goes out. There's also a lot of little parishes that we went through. There was a really neat place called Bow Bridge, and it's about 15 miles kind of northeast of us. It's a very quaint little town. It's got a lot of history. Thrift shops, not so much, but antiques, yes. You can. Every store was an antique or a antique store or a place to eat. Well, guys, I hope you found this video informative. It's the second in the series in 2018, and this year I'm going to kind of focus on the places we stay, points of interest along the way, campground reviews. And yes, I know I kind of went heavy on the it rained part, but that just seems to follow me everywhere I go. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you liked what you saw, click like and subscribe, and you guys can find us on Facebook at Living the Dream Full-Time RVing. And from Ken and Lola and myself, until next time, keep living the dream.